Chelsea Football Club Women, formerly known as Chelsea Ladies Football Club, are an English women's football club based in Fulham, England. Since 2004, the club has been affiliated with Chelsea FC, a men's team in the Premier League. Chelsea Women were a founding member of the FAWSL in 2010, the top level of women's football in England since 2011. From 2005 to 2010, the side competed in the Premier League National Division, the top tier of women's football in England at the time. Chelsea Ladies Football Club was formed in 1992 after supporters of Chelsea FC expressed desire for a women's side. In June 2004, Chelsea Ladies voted to be taken over and funded by Chelsea's Football in the Community Department. The club then won promotion as champions from the Southern Division in 2004-05 to the Premier League National Division and have participated at the top level ever since. After starting 2005-06 with 1 point from 6 games, manager George Michaelas was fired in September after 4 years in charge. They finished bottom of the league that season under Sean Gore, but won a promotion-relegation playoff against Northern Division runners-up Liverpool 4-1 on aggregate to stay in the Premier League National Division. During the season, the club had been linked with a transfer bid for North American star players Tiffany Milbrett and Christine Sinclair. After an 8th-placed finish in 2006-07, Gore drafted in England players Siobhan Chamberlain, Casey Stoney and Eniola Aluko that summer. American World Cup winner Laurie Fair, regarded as one of the best midfielders in the women's game, joined in January as Chelsea finished 2007-08 in 5th position. Chelsea Ladies introduced a new manager for the 2008-09 season. Former Arsenal Ladies reserve team coach Steve Jones. On the 2nd of July 2008, Chelsea surprisingly signed Leanne Sanderson and Anita Asante from Arsenal Ladies, in addition to veteran Mary Phillip. Then Arsenal Ladies manager Vic Akers criticised his former players as disrespectful, while pursuing players from other clubs to bolster his own squad. Chelsea Ladies finished the 2008-09 season third behind Arsenal and Everton. Mary Phillip retired a month into the new season. Eniola Aluko and Anita Asante left for the new WPS in March 2009. While Laurie Fair missed the whole campaign with a cruciate ligament injury sustained in May 2008. Jones departed as manager in January 2009, leaving Casey Stoney to act as player-manager. At Casey Stoney's recommendation, Matt Beard became manager for 2009-10. Cuts to the ladies' club's funding were offset by financial assistance from John Terry and other Chelsea FC players. A further blow arrived when Leanne Sanderson left for the 2010 WPS season. The club bid successfully to be one of 8 founding teams in the FA Women's Super League in March 2011. On the 13th of April 2011, the first ever WSL fixture was played at Imperial Fields, Chelsea's home ground, between them and Arsenal, which they lost 0-1. Beard led the club to the Women's FA Cup final for the first time in 2012. But Chelsea were eventually beaten by Birmingham City on a penalty shootout after twice taking the lead in a 2-2 draw. In July 2012, Matt Beard resigned as manager after 3 years in the post. Former assistant at Arsenal Emma Hayes was brought in as manager in 2012, who was one of the first female managers in the WSL. In Hayes' first season in charge, Chelsea, who were still a part-time professional club, finished third bottom of the league. The following season, they fared less better to finish second from the bottom. The club subsequently went full-time. In May 2013, Edgar Garastier claimed that the women's team wasn't allowed to chat with their male counterparts unless they start the conversation. The 2014 season was successful for Chelsea, as they finished second in the FA Women's Super League behind Liverpool on goal difference. After 8 wins, 2 draws and 4 losses, a final day win would have clinched them the league title, but they lost 2-1 away to Manchester City. Their second-place finish meant that they qualified for the UEFA Women's Champions League for the first time in the club's history. They also reached the semi-finals of both the FA and Continental Cups, where they lost to both eventual winners. Arsenal, and Manchester City respectively. In 2015, it was announced that many of Chelsea's players would be becoming full professionals for the first time. On the 1st of August 2015, Chelsea won their first ever Women's FA Cup. They beat Notts County Ladies at Wembley Stadium. Ji So-yoon scored the only goal at the 39th minute while Enola Aluko won the Player of the Match award. The team then beat Sunderland 4-0 in October 2015 to secure the FAWSL title and the League and Cup double. Chelsea repeated that feat in the 2017-18 season, winning another FAWSL and Women's FA Cup double. In the same season, the team also reached the semi-finals of the UEFA Women's Champions League for the first time. Oh,